Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is episode 28 of our pure logic playthrough of the Artisan of Glimmith. We have solved 253 puzzles so far. We're very close to finishing up the forest trailhead section. Hopefully today we'll do that. This may be, depending on how quickly this goes, this may be a shorter episode. I don't want to say that for sure, but we are doing some harder puzzles, so maybe it'll take us a little bit longer. Who knows? All right, we are doing, it's a level 5 difficulty. We have the shape banks, either it's a 3, a 2x3, a 4, or a 2x4. We've done this, one of these puzzles similar to this last time. We have the rose windows in effect, we have Gemini, and we have Delta. All right, so where do we start? So the rose windows tells us where each of the shapes have to be. The difference between this one and the one we saw before was we had a circle and a square, which forced us to combine things together. This one does not, but I am going to start right here. This is part of a region. It must have a circle. The closest circle it can get to is right here. This is a hard force region. Absolutely must be. So I'm going to immediately go to this square. Where is its region? Well, it actually has two possibilities. It could be a 2x4. Not happening. That's a 2x4 next to a 2x4. Can't do it. So the only other possibility, and by the way, let me go ahead and turn on my color palette here before I forget, is this one. That's the only, and so it's going to be a 4 instead of a 2x4. On this side, we also have to have a 4 length, and it can't be like this because it doesn't have a circle in it. Rose window violation. So it's going to have to go like that, which means this one is going to take at least this, but maybe more. Well, it's not more, because if it was more, it would violate here. So this is the end. So this is now a 1x3. That doesn't work. No circle. So it's going to go like that. What region is this in? Two possibilities. Right there or right there. Don't know. All right, there's this one right here. That's forced. That's just flat. I mean, that's just forced. This also is a 3. No circle. That doesn't work. So that is the case, which now forces this as the 2x3. Which region is this in? I was trying to say it has to be a 2x3 here, and I think that might be true. I think it might be true. All right, this is either, if this were a region, then this can't get out. That doesn't work. So yeah, that does have to take all of this. So this is going to be a 2x3, and it doesn't go down. So we know at least this. It's not going to go up here because this is a Gemini. Can't go that way, so it's going to have to go this way. This is a 3. It's the same here, so that gets taken. Where does this one connect to? It's either here or here. Either way, this grows here, and they either both grow one or they both stop there. I don't know. This one, though, is either connected to here or connected to here. Let's separate these. All right, let's go back to this guy right here. We still said it could be a 1x4 next to a 1x4. Could be a 2x3. Not seeing a whole lot there. Where does this get a circle? It can't go out this way to get it. It can't go out that way. So it's going to be some kind of 2 by something. And as soon as that's the case, it's going to grab it from here. It could be a 2x4. Not really. No. Because that means this is done, and then this is dead end. So it's not a 2x4. It could be a 2x3. I think that's okay. This could be a 2x3. This could be a 1x. I mean, I think that's okay. Could it be a 2x3 this direction? This feels less likely no. Because where does this one get? Where does that one get a circle? It'd have to be here. But then where does this get a circle? It can't. So this can't expand that direction. It does have to expand upwards. And we already shown it can't go up twice. So that is that. This has to get, it has to at least be here. These two, this has to be at least this much. So it means it's at least that much, and these are all forced. This one needs a circle, so it's going to get it like that. We got lots of possibilities here. This is a 2x4. And it's not this. Like, this all looks okay except for right here. That's a problem. And this can't be a 2x4 there with that one. So if it is a 2x4, it goes this direction. And I don't know if it takes this one or this one. But what I do know is this is separate. And now what, this could come up here, but then this is orphaned. So this is going to have to come and take that. This comes up, and then this is a region. Because there's only one circle. All of those have to be connected. All right, so we're down to the last bit here. We're zeroing in. It's not a 2x3 here. So the question is, where does this one get a circle? And what this is telling us, it's not that. That violates. So if we're not getting this circle, then we must be getting this circle. So is it a 1x4 or a 1x3? Either one. And the answer is that 1x3 creates a problem here. 1x4 creates a problem here because I can't get a circle. So it's neither one of those. So it's going to be too wide. It's not 2x3, so it is 2x4. All of these hold true. They're all different. All right, we're down to, we have two regions. This region has to extend out, and that leaves us with that. Nice puzzle. Let's look around, make sure they're not hiding any from us. They like to hide puzzles. We already found that one, it looks like. And are there any back here? And we're looking around. Ah, here's one we missed. All right, Precision 4 and Polyomino. There's exactly 12. Nope. 15 regions. 15 regions. Not all of them are defined. And the Polyomino. All right. So this is an interesting question here. Can this square... Okay, we know these come out like this for both of these squares. As soon as that happens, neither one of these can go into this region without making this unavailable. So this is a separate region. This now has to come out. It's part of that, so that's a region. This has to come out. It can't take this because it would be an S, so it has to come up. And it can't go here. This is an interesting observation, because how is this going to be a T? You say, well, you can just do this. But that orphans this square right here. So this cannot take this one. So it's going to have to come up. So this T cannot go that direction, so it's going to have to go this direction. This S will go like this. That comes out. I'm just expanding this region from where it has to expand to, and it runs into there and immediately does that. This does not go vertically, so it is horizontal. This has to come out. Question is, it can't connect to this one no matter what. I can't take this one. So I have to extend here. But I can't extend there because then this doesn't match. So I'm going to have to extend there, and then this will be that. This comes up, and it can't do this because that orphans. So it's going to come this way. So this comes out. It's not going to do anything like that because that'll orphan this direction. Can't do that because it orphans those two. So it's going to do this. This comes out. This comes out. That's forced, and there's the space. Nice puzzle. All right, I'm looking around. I see this one right here. Is there anything else? Looking in the back. I'm looking around the corner. Where are you hiding all your puzzles? Are there any in the lake here? I don't see any. Looking down there. All right, let's go to this. Difficulty 5 here, folks. Difficulty 5, we have a polyomino, we have a Gemini. This is a difficulty 5. So we got all these little regions, and then we go into the middle. I think we start with the outer regions and work our way in. This is an S. It's either going to come up like that or come down like that. Either way, it's going to isolate this square on one side or the other. And either this is going to be an S or it's going to be a square on the other side. Either way, these are going to have to be the same two, because it's either going to be an S like that or a square like this, because S like this orphans. Well, actually, that's okay. It's not an orphan. We can do 1x1s. There's nothing that says we can't do a 1x1. So this could be an S like that. We need to be careful here. We don't have like precision or anything on here. All right, I don't know if I have enough to go on down here. I think I'm actually have to come from the other direction on this. All right, 1x4, it's either like this or like this. And then a 1x3, which is no, that will never work. That won't work. So it's either this or it's this. Yeah, no, I don't have, I could also, nope, can't do that. Yeah, so it's either this or this. So all I know is these two are together. That's it. And I don't know which one. So that's not helping me. Let's try up here. All right, we have the S with the L, or we have the S with the L. Both are valid. And it forces down here. This could be an S or an L. That could be an S. Could be an L. Who knows? So we still haven't found the break-in. Let's go to this one over here. Okay, so this is either vertical or horizontal. That's not a valid solution. That is. And that's a valid solution. So not really any constraint there. What about up here? Okay, this is much more constrained, I think. Is it? No, maybe not. Because I could do that and that. That's not a problem. Or, wait, is that the only way I can do the S? Oh, I give it. No, it's not. I can do this. I can do that and this. All right, so what this tells me is this is either a T or an S. This is either an S or an L. This is either a line or a L. And this is either an S or a square. And this is either a line or a So I guess we really are looking in the middle first. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting these outer ones to force the inner, but I actually think the puzzle's the opposite way, where we've gone through and shown that no matter what we do, one of these two shapes are going to end up as the Gemini piece. And there's going to be a contradiction between which ones we use. So let's start with the square. If I put a square down here, what does that do to the other side? Well, if this were a... Why did I say that that's the same? Because this could go like that. I shouldn't put anything in here. This could be a line. This could be an L. But if this were a line, that's a problem. Okay, well, let's just go back here. If this were a line, then that's a line, and I can't do a line inside here. That's not valid. If I make this a line, like this, then this is, you know, a 1x2 or a 1, and that is violating here. So this is not a line. That's good logic. So that is off limits. That's a 1. Now this guy is forced into that shape, and so we have an L here. Doesn't really help me a whole lot. There's a couple of different ways we can do an L. Let's go back to this side. If this were a line, that doesn't really hurt this from being L. It does force this to being a square. If this were a T, and it could be a T like that. We could have an S and still do an L. So I don't see that either of those are... If this was the square, this was, and then... So the reality is these are all tetrominoes, and so we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then one of these two. 12, which leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I think that's good that we can say I'm either taking this one or this one into the bottom, and then the rest go up here. I don't think there's a way I can go up into here. Like the L can't go into, it can't go past that far. The T can't go past there either. So these are two regions, and it either extends here or here, and then we have to divide them up. So with that being said, can this be an L? If it was, it would go like this, and then it would force this to be an L. That is not the shape. All right. Is there a... I can't do the L like this. That takes up this space. That's not... We need this. We need all the spaces down here. Can't do that either. So I don't think this can be an L. I don't think it can be an L. It either goes down too far or it creates the wrong shape on this side, because there is no L possibility over here. If it's an S, it could go like this, and then we have a T. That's valid. Or it could go like this. It can go like this. There's a T. Is there a way? There's not a way for me to do an S here, is there? If I do an S, I need every one of these spaces. Yeah, this has to be a T. And it can't do that because it comes off that direction. So it's going to do this, and this is the shape here. So this comes up, which means this is not the T. This is the, and this is the L. This is the square. This is the square. This is the S. This will be a long one. This will be a T going up or down. It goes down. And now we need an S over here, and that's it. We got there. All right, we got +4 on this one. I'm not seeing, can't quite see any. Is there any hidden behind this tree back here? Like right in there. Looking down in these windows, we got that one. We got the ones hanging out back there. Is this a new region? I don't know. I don't know if this starts a new region or if this is the final. This looks like it may be starting a new region. There's no new rules, so we're going to go ahead and do it. We do have the time. Precision 5, everything's going to be 5 length, and we have the rose windows. I mean, this right here, I can tell you this is going to be one of my favorite puzzles. I love rose windows. All right, let's go ahead and divide up all of these shapes. These are all in different regions, so let's just go ahead and mark them as such. I find this to be super helpful when doing these kind of puzzles, to go through and identify where the region boundaries are. Makes it very clear, because then we can start doing things like this. How does this region expand? It has to go out. Well, it's got to keep growing. We don't have all of our symbols yet, so it's got to keep growing. Can't grow to the left, got to keep growing. And oh, we just have 5. That one's done. What about this one? It's got to grow. Can't grow up, can't grow to the left, so it grows down. Has to keep growing. Grows to the left. We don't need to grow, except for we have to have precision 5. Cannot take any of the other regions, so that is that one. This has to grow, has to grow. It has to take one of these, but not both. And it can't take this one because this would be orphan. So it's going to take this one. It still needs to grow. It's going to be there. So we're going to have a Y. This is going to come out. This is going to come out. This is going to come out. We can't go down. We've got to take one of these. If I take this one's orphaned. So I'm going to go up, make our F pentomino. We're happy. All right. This could take up to 2 back here. Don't know, but it's going to at least have to come out, which means this is a separate region. It comes out. This will grab this blue one and this yellow one. It's at 4. It can take up to 1 more. It could take here. It could take back there. This one could take back there, or it could grow. We don't know. I'm going to stop right there because there's just too much I don't know. Do I keep coming down from this direction? This is a different region than that. It has to extend out. It could take this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if it takes this one, then this one expands. If it doesn't take this one, then it will take that one most likely. I also have to worry about these right here. I think this red one has to go with this. All right, so I need a red. I need a red to go with this region. It's not this red because I can't get to it through here, and I can't get. So this is the red I need. And I could try to do a W, but that's going to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a pocket of 11 up here, and I have to have precision 5. So that does not work. And I need all of the, I can't take this one and make it here. So this one comes down, this one comes up, and this is done. So this is going to come out, come up. It's going to grab this. This one comes out, comes up. I need a blue. Well, this one needs to grow. This one grows, so it's an F. This cannot be the same one. because if it did that, it's too long. So this is a different region. So this is going to grow this direction, so which means this grows this direction. This still needs a triangle. It grows to there. This one needs a circle. It still needs one more. It's a Y. This comes out, and it needs both of these. It's an F. This one comes out. This could be a U. It could be a S. It's going to have to be the S, because let's look at this one. This one comes out. This one comes out. It can't grow back. It grows in there. This comes out. It needs a circle. This comes out. This needs a square. One of these is going to have to take that, I think. But if this came down... If this came down, it has to keep coming down, and that isolates. So this is going to have to come down this direction. Now it can't go there. It's done. All right, we're close. We are really close here. One of these goes with the green, and one of these goes with a red, I believe. I'm looking to see, do I come from the other direction now? I guess the way to think about this is if this one takes this one, I'm only length 4, size 4. I have to take one more. But whatever I do, just the act of taking this, where does this red get a blue? There's no way to get to any more blue. So this has to take this one. It still needs to grow, so it's an F. This has to come out. It has to take a blue, so it can't go through the red. So it's going to have to go through the yellow to get to the blue. And it still needs one more. It's also an F. This comes out. This comes up. It does not take this one, does not take that one. So it comes up, still needs to grow. So it's going to be a W. This grows. Yeah, I mean, it needs a red. Is there any reason it can't just do that, though? Or does it have to? Well, I mean, that seems like doable. I think, okay, first of all, which blue goes with this yellow? I think that's an easy question. Which blue square goes with the yellow triangle? Not this one, not this one. I think that's pretty self-obvious. There's no way to get there without just, you know, butchering. Like, it's too long, it's, you know, whatever. So these do connect. What I don't know is, do I take this one or do I take this one? We'll come back to that. This has to be a region. It has to grow. It doesn't grow down, so it's going to take that. Now, it also needs a square. Can it take this as a square? And the answer is no, that's too far away. That is too far away. So it's going to take this as its square, which then means this square needs its triangle. It's going to have to connect that. So this comes up this way. This needs one more. It comes up, and there's that one. And we just got an achievement. Complete the final puzzle in the town area. Okay, that was part of this. This is going to be a new section here. Do I just take a peek? Do I give you guys a sneak peek of what it is? We got a new puzzle. We got a new rule type, folks. You got to see a glimpse of it, but if you want to see us solve it, you got to come back. That's where we're going to leave this episode. Thank you guys so much for the support. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me which puzzles you're enjoying, which solves did you find the logic to be the most beautiful. There's some beautiful logic in these puzzles. I hope you're enjoying as much as I am. I hope to see you next time also. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.